Hello and welcome to my new Flosstube. I'm Joanita Stitches, and this is where I share my cross stitch and books because I integrated my reading into my stitching. You will see that project later. I think it's been 6 weeks since my last Flosstube, and I meant to film earlier, but I didn't have the mental capacity to do so. And then I got the flu. It's not really over yet, so I will try not to sniff. And if it's too bad, I will cut it out. But I'm back. So stitching. I've done a lot of stitching over the last weeks. It's a perfect hobby because if you're tired, you can still stitch. And with Pet and Keeper, it's so easy, and I can still stitch when I'm tired. So that's one of the reasons I stitched a lot, but I only stitched on, I believe there are 7 projects here, and some of them didn't get a lot of stitching, and some of them got a lot. And I'm so excited. So I'm back to show you my stitching. So, quick note, my family is home. It's a free day here in the Netherlands today. My kids are on spring break for 2 weeks. If you hear anything, it's them. And if you see me looking over there, Dutch houses are really easy to look into. And so is my house. So my trees in the garden are growing, but it's still, people can't see me. So if you see me looking over there, it's because I'm checking if no one is looking. Whatever. I have 7 projects, and like I said, some of them got a lot of stitching, others not really. I have a new planned start. I have books. I've got something. I wanted to grab something to show you. I bumped my contraption where my phone is sitting on. So first off, sort of a finish in my teeny tiny project bag. In here is a project with 4 magnets you can stitch on canvas. These are the animals. Last time I showed you I was working on the bee, and I finished it. Now I'm working on the ladybug. The free translation to Dutch is lieve heersbeestje, sweet gentleman bug. But for some of my projects I have before pictures because I showed it in my last video, and I will put them in, and some of them don't. I will put all the information, I believe, here in the screen, and if I have previous pictures or anything, I will put it up here. If I miss any information, please let me know, ask me in the comments, and I will explain it to you. But this is a kit. I really love it. And like I said, I finished the bumblebee, and this is, I have the feeling it's not really focusing well today. And on the back I have felt and a little magnet, and it sits on my fridge together with the 4 butterflies I did last year. Let me do it like this. First. So it's really cute, and I love the wings. I have a little bit of shaky hands, so I'm sorry. Then I started stitching on the ladybug. Where is it? And it's not a big start, and when I stitched on it I didn't have scissors with me, so there are a lot of hanging threads on the back. But this is how far I am on the ladybug. I believe on this side will be its head, and like I said, the back, it's a mess. This is an easy project to take with me if I go somewhere, which will happen this week, I believe. So maybe I will take this with me. So that's the first one. Then in this older project bag I made, I really still love this fabric combination. It's so cute. In here is a project, and I will put up a picture over here. It's called Squirrel and Bee, and it's by, I will put in all the information. And this is a project with blends, and it's 2/1 on, I believe this is 14 count Ada, and I had a hole in my fabric. It was just one upwards thread that was cut, but it was a hole. So I didn't want stitching it for a long time, and then I decided to put some iron-on interfacing, the really thin but sturdy stuff on the back, and try to stitch over it. I did, and it worked. And you can't see where it is. I didn't have any back stitch yet, but I added half of the stitches that I have. Half of what I have now is new. Words are still hard. So I'm in love. I'm really in love. Look at this, how cute it is. It's still missing its nose, and the bee will be over here, and I will put it up closer in a minute. It's not ironed, but I believe I was over here. I had just a little bit of his chin. Let's call it a chin. Done, and everything above that is new stitching. Now I'm filming over here. I have to figure out how to sit and show everything, but it's so cute, and you can't see the hole where it was. Can I see it on the back? I can. It is over here somewhere where the brown and the orange meet, but you can't see it. Even in the back you have to look for it. And this will have a lot of backstitch, but the colors are so pretty, and it's it has some half stitches. Oh, I didn't do the half stitches yet, or did I? Now I look at it, maybe I'm missing a color over here, and maybe this is how it's supposed to be. I don't know, but he's so cute. And these are 4 of the 12 pages. Is that correct? Yes. So I will stitch on this again now. I know it's alright with the hole in the fabric, but it's a paper pattern, and there's a lot of, look at this stack of paper. This is all the pattern with the backstitch, and I just take it one page at a time, and I will do the backstitch at the end, so it will be okay. Then in an old laptop case, I still love these bags. I bought them, a lot of them, a few years ago, and yeah, I still use them every now and then. I moved some things around in my project bags, and this one ended up in here. It is what it is. So in here is Sleep Time. Yes, Quick Stitch Sleep Time, but color expansion. It's by Ciro Marchetti. I'm stitching this. I started this with Jemima the Rocking Stitcher and Elisa from eCrafting in Colorado. And I have no idea how far I am. or how much I did. It all will be somewhere in the screen, but this is how far I am. And I work more, I work from the top down. This is one page wide, and I believe the page is almost done. I don't really know, but I filled in quite a lot on his face, and here's the start of his nose. So this will be so pretty, and you can kind of see it's a dog now instead of a weird skull thing. But yeah, I hope the lighting is okay. It's really overcast today. We have had some wonderful weather, really almost summer. It was weird. It was really nice, and I will put in some pictures at the end of our walks and some little film clips I made of our wonderful spring weather. But today it's overcast. It's so it was a perfect day to film. In this beautiful sturdy project bag by Diane, Frog and Fudge, is pink celestial butterflies, and I love the bags of Diane, so I will link her Etsy shop down below. Go check her out. These bags are so sturdy, and it will keep your project safe, and they're beautiful, beautifully made as well. So like I said, this was pink celestial butterflies, and I was stuck with this one. So I decided to take it out. I believe it was 1 or 2 days or evenings. And again, how much I did, I will put somewhere in the screen, but I got through the confetti part. So let me show you. Where the background meets this flower, there was so extremely much confetti. It wasn't funny. It was just over the top of this flower, like 2 or 3 stitches, and then I went to the next color, and this flower is almost done. I will start and go into the green part of the flower bud, and this entire piece has that much confetti. Even this darker leaf, I believe there were like 30 colors or something, and the end result will be really pretty, and it will be really nice, but this will take me a really long time to stitch. And to make it more fun for me, I had the idea, because there are a lot of stars because there are a lot of stars in this project. There are 2 over here. I want to try and stitch in some blending filament or whatever. I think I'm hearing one of my kids coming down. No. But I want to make it shine and shimmer to make it more fun to work on. So, and this is just under 1%. I looked at it yesterday, and I believe it's at 96.95 or 96%. So just under 1%, but I'm so happy I'm done with this confetti part, and I can work down the page or over to the next one. But this first bump is over, and I didn't dislike stitching on it, so that's nice as well. Then in a soft bag by Diane, these are just regular floppy bags, but this print and these colors, it makes me so happy. And in here is a mini full moon, and it's by Contemporary Cross. And this was so fun to work on. I moved over to the second page. The first page I finished somewhere last year. I don't remember when, but I worked on the second page, and instead of blues, greens and purples, I got reds and oranges, and it's so pretty. It's really, I will put it over my face. I know there are people who like to see you talk and, how do you call it? Read your lips. But if I don't put it over my face, it won't focus. So, I'm sorry. But, whoo, it's so fun. And you can really see the brush stroke almost texture forming. It's so fun. And I believe the start of the bird will be over here somewhere. This is width of half the page, and if I go down I just miss the bird, so it starts over here. And this is folded. I have more than enough fabric. So that was really fun to stitch on, and part of me wanted to keep working on it, but I'm also focusing on another project for the Stitches So Beautiful challenge, so I needed to switch again. And that's the project I'm going to show you now. Again, Sturdy Bag by Frog and Fudge. And in here is Wise Owl. It's by, I have these cards, Dutch Lady Mystic Art and charted by Stitches So Beautiful. And I got so much done on this project, and it's so beautiful, and this one really makes me happy. And I believe at the end of December I finished the first row of pages of the pattern. These are small pages. Then in my last video I showed I had the second row done. The third isn't done, but it's close. Well, not really close, but oh, this one is so beautiful, and it shows on camera so well. I'm over 40%. I believe 42 point something. Let me fold the fabric, and I do bark, so I will take away those threads. And just one more minute, the anticipation. Oh, so here it is. Again, every time I see this one, I'm stunned. It's so beautiful, so pretty. Let me show it up close. Oh, there's a thread still hanging there. It's so pretty. There's so much detail. Yeah, I can't. It's, yeah. So, I stitched like this much in the last weeks. And what is really funny to me, the body of the owl, it really has a lot of detail with the flowers and all the colors. And as long as I'm stitching on this, I was looking forward to stitching that part so much. And when I was stitching it, I didn't like it. I will show it up close, but there are so many color changes, and especially this section, there really was a lot of confetti. So I didn't really like stitching that part, but he is so handsome. Yeah, this is the first time we can see his entire face done. Oh, I love it. So once more, the entire, ooh, let go of the threads. There are still some hoop marks. I didn't iron it, but yeah. I can't stop staring at it, and even the background, it's, yeah. If I go on in this, stitching this much on him, in theory I could finish it this year, but I won't focus on it. If it will be January, it's early enough, and when it's later, it's later. But I really like it, and my husband does as well. So yeah. Neighbors are walking by. Then another project bag by Diane, and in here is my Alice in Wonderland project. It's called Dear Alice, and it will be really big, and I did quite a lot on it. It's still mostly greens, and I was around this flower and up a bit, I believe, but this is how far I am now. I added over 1,000 stitches, and it doesn't look like like a lot, but it won't be long, and the Cheshire Cat will appear. This part, I don't know if you can see it, this part is going to be his ear, and this will be massive. So I'll just do a couple hundred or even 1,000 stitches and put it away and pick it up again later. Yeah. So then I have 2 bags left. One is my book stitching, and another one is going to be my new start. And I want to show something else. Let me put in a bit of life over here. A couple of weeks ago, I went to stay with one of my friends, my sweet stitchy friends, for a couple of days. I went over on Friday, went home on Sunday, and I went to Joanita, Stitchy Things. She has a YouTube channel as well. She is on a break for now, and I saw her at the craft fair a few months, is it months already, ago, and we keep in contact weekly. So she asked me, would you like to come over sometime? Well, of course. It was a long drive, and because of my current state of being, I can't drive a couple of hours in the morning, stay somewhere for the day, and drive back. And even in the way we did it now, with a really relaxed weekend, the road back was long, and yeah, it was over 3 hours, which over here in the Netherlands, I know in America driving for 3 hours is peanuts, but we are so used to have everyone and everything so close. So driving for 3 hours, it's long for us. We're not used to that. So yeah, I went over on Friday, and on Saturday we went to Maastricht, which is a city in the northeast, in the south of the oh, I'm doing so well today. The words are hard. In the south of the Netherlands, and over there is the most amazing bookshop. We both love books, so we needed to go there. And over there I bought 2 books I wanted to show you. Both of them are in Dutch, but it doesn't matter. First of them is a book by I believe she's German. Jana Shikora. And it's called, translated, The Irish Letter Library. And I thought the book was so pretty. And I love books about letters and bookshops and libraries. So, and the inside, I didn't even see this in the shop, but the inside is even, oh, I love this. It's so pretty. So I'm curious about this book. I never heard about it before, but I really liked it. And another book I bought is the Dutch version of Emily Wilde's Encyclopédie Fairy. I don't know what the English version is, but we have a really pretty Dutch version. So this is Emily Wilde's Encyclopédie der Feeën in Dutch. And the edges are so pretty. There's even a little moth on the top. And oh, it's so pretty. And I wanted this for a long time. So buying this in this special bookstore, yeah, I'm really happy with it. And the second version is out already, and the spines are even more beautiful, and they connect. So the mushroom, the other half, is on book 2. I can't. I love beautiful books. So I wanted to show you that, and this is also a project I brought with me because I don't have to count really to work on this. This is my project where I stitch a granny square for each book I've read or listened to. And I've listened to a lot of audiobooks, a lot. And reading physical books, it's hard right now. So I try, but it's like 15 minutes and my attention is gone. I can't see the letters anymore. So listening to audiobooks, it saved me. So I will try and remember all the books and the titles, but I will put in the covers as well. So the last time I showed it, I put it up here, and I will try it again. So this is how far I am for now. And there is a hook mark. But I really like the randomness of this. And it's really, really pretty. And I'm still working on one. And the book that will be here, I finished as well, and I will talk about it because it was amazing, and I don't mind talking about it twice. So I will put it again up here, so and I will show you the books I've read. I have this little tins where I keep my scissors and my oars, and it fell. So it's everywhere. So, yeah. So, last time I talked about this, there are 3 kind of more black squares with a yellow, a red, and a green circle, and that books were the Lord of the Rings books. I listened to them, but I also read along with them because we have the books. And they are so different than a movie. So if you like reading, I do recommend these. But some parts were slow. I don't mind slower stories, but some parts took really long, and other parts I wanted more of. Especially the first part of book 3 was not really. And what surprised me, Frodo is really a side character in the books and not the main character he is in the movies. But I really enjoyed the books, and it gave me a new view on the movies, and there were some things left out. characters, things, just things. I won't spoil them, but it was really nice to listen to. I found a wonderful narrator for the audiobooks, so it was really fun to listen to. And then in the next row, there is a green with brown one. And of course, after you read The Lord of the Rings, you have to read The Hobbit. And I did see the movies, because were there 2 or 3 movies, but it's a really teeny tiny book. How many pages does it have? Well, 300, but there are songs and whatever in this book, and the pages aren't really filled, so there are 300 small pages. And I really like this one as well. It was so fun. And again, I listened to it and read along parts as well. Yeah, really liked it. Tolkien is, I admire the way you can imagine a whole world with different groups of people, like the elves and the hobbits, and what were there, orcs, just how you're ooh, I'm sorry. Like I said, I still have kind of a bit the flu left of the flu, and it's starting to do things. But to make up this kind of world in your brain, I love it. I love how the brain of certain people work and are able to do that and put it down in words. Yeah. Then another one I really liked, and also of a writer with an amazing brain. It's The Humans by Matt Haig. And Matt Haig has a wonderful brain as well. He can first let me tell you what it is about, because Lord of the Rings and the Hobbits, we all know it. But The Humans of Matt Haig is about an alien. And he is kind of infiltrating Earth by taking over the body of a professor, knowing nothing about humans. They have a way to learn really quick. They think they are much more intelligent and further than we are, so they think people are stupid. But as he takes over the life of this professor, he learns a lot about humans. And again, the way his brain works, he has a wonderful take on humans. And the way of describing it, it was funny, but it was... Do you have the same expression in English, hitting the nail on the head? It was just... His insights are amazing. So, just like The Midnight Library, if you like that one, I think you will like The Humans as well. It was amusing and weird. It was just, yeah. Then I went on a romance streak. Can you call it a streak? Maybe. A wonderful book by Abby, I think you say Jimenez, and it's just for the summer. With romance readers, it's just a really well-known book. It's part of a series, but I didn't read the first ones. I think this is part 3, but I really liked it, and um, there was some sort of a plot twist, but it is feel good romance. So yeah, it's a really fun book. It starts with a guy who has a curse, which is that all the girls he is dating are finding their forever true love after they break up with him. And there is also a girl with the same problem. So they decide to date each other. So after that, they can find their forever love. And it's just two strangers not knowing each other and pretending to date so they can find their forever love, but in the process of that, learning more about each other and themselves. And also just life happening in between. It was really fun, but also Abby uses some um, real life situations that are hard. So it made it more real for me. There are these romance books that are just perfect. Everything's perfect. Ugh. I don't like that. So the real life stuff going on as well. Nothing happening at the right moment. I really like that. Then I listened to the house in the house in the Cerulean Sea, and it's a really other kind of book. There were some things I really liked about this book, and it made me laugh, and it was just a blast. But there also were certain things I didn't really like about the book, but it was amusing, so it was okay. I expected more or different things. I don't know, but it's about an orphanage where, in a world where weird, kind of magical people live, and these orphanages are there for keeping them safe and other people as well. And the orphanage where a guy is sent to observe if everything is going as it should be, is one with extreme children. Let's call it children. And that's where the story starts. It's on an island in a cerulean blue sea, and I really enjoyed this book, but there were some aspects that weren't really my thing. But again, it was a nice one. Then the one I'm stitching on, the circle I'm working on will be purple and the inside will be pink, because it's this short story also by Abby Jimenez and it's Fall Risk. It's a short story, and I found the audiobook and I was all, oh, it looks like it should be a fun romance. It's pink. So a fun book. And it was a really short one. It was an audiobook of an hour and a half. So it could be a long story. I like the setup. It's about two neighbors on the other side of the landing, and one day the stairs going from their apartments down is gone. The wrong stairs is taken down. Instead of 60, apartment 60, they took 16. So yeah, and they are stuck up there for, I believe, just a weekend. And again, life happening. And I really would like a full story of this. It was too short, but it was a fun one. So I just decided to stitch it. But stitching it almost takes longer than listening to the book. But it was fun. And then one I'm not stitching yet, but I have the colors for over here. It will be mostly red with pink, is yellow, red with yellow and blue, and also by Abby Jimenez. In this book, took a part of me. It's called Life's Too Short, and it's about a girl who has, what's the word, regenerative ALS. So it runs in her family, and the chance she will get it is 50%. And she is a YouTuber. She tries to raise money for ALS research. And one day she gets custody of her niece. So she has to say goodbye to her life as she knows it as a travel blogger or YouTuber, and settle down. And then she meets her neighbor, who he is like the business guy, and he is, I believe he was a lawyer. Yes, he's a lawyer. And they get to know each other. And there's this child and a whole situation. And I cried over this book. I did. And at the end of the book, you will hear the author say it's loosely inspired by a real girl who is sick and sharing her story on YouTube. And this girl had another disease. There's a fly in here. I don't know what the other girl had. I don't know. But I watched the documentary that's made about her after reading this book. And it was... but her take on certain things, and also the title of this book, Life's Too Short, it learned me so much life lessons which I want to implement in my life. I needed, I think, a couple of days to give this a place in my existence. So I will link the documentary as well. Oh, and I highly, highly recommend this book. And I will talk about it again in my next video when I staged the granny square for that. So that was a long one, but I hope you don't mind hearing about books, because it's a big part of my life. And even though I can't read physical books right now, I mean, we built this amazing library in our home. It's part of me. And yeah, let me know if it's too long or you don't want to hear about books. Maybe I can put in a timestamp next time. If you don't want to hear about books, go to blah blah. Or maybe I will do it this time. So let me know what you think. And then before I forget, before I show you my planned new start, I did a giveaway last video. I'm giving away a project bag I made myself, and it was only for the Netherlands this time, because there are a lot of things changing with not only the postage but also tax and import costs or whatever, and I didn't look into it yet. So for now it was just in the Netherlands, and the person who won it, I have to do the random comment picker thing, so I will do that while editing, and I will put the winner over here. So if this is you, please contact me and I will send you the project back. So last one, I have a planned start, and this one is one I'm going to start with Joanita from Stitchy Things. When I was there, we were looking through our pattern keeper things and showing projects and just enjoying our hobby. And then I showed her this pattern, and it's not that big, but we both really like birds, and it's so colorful, which suits especially her as well. And we decided to start it together. We didn't start it so far. Oh, I forgot a project. Where is it? I don't know where it is. I brought it with me last week. I don't know, but it's the project I'm talking about that I'm missing right now is Bird Nerd. And I will put up a picture over here what it will look like and what it is looking like. And when I finish this one, I want to start the new one. But what I did on Bird Nerd is I finished the third bird. I worked on more of the letters from the word bird, and I started more of the branches, leaves, berries, and I think I'm around 80%. So I have to look up where it is because I don't know. But when I finish that, I want to start this beautiful robin. I believe it's a robin. And the colors in this, they are, how can I show this? Let me just unravel it. So these are the colors that will go in there, and there are really bright colors, but overall it's just pinks, purples, greens, yellows, blues, so the entire rainbow. And I wanted a blue fabric, so I decided to dye it myself. But I don't know what happened, but my my fabric dye, it went gritty while dyeing it, so it's speckled. I don't know what happened. You can't really see it on screen, but there are a lot of specks like over here. And overall it's a fun fabric, and I think it will look nice on it, but in person it's more speckled. I don't know how to describe it. And it is a little bit more purpley than you can see on screen. I believe this is, yeah, well, you get it. So next time you will see me. What is that? My kids are making a lot of noise. But next time, oh, now you can see the gritty part. This is quite true to color. But the next time I will show this, it will have a start on it. So Joanita, let me know when you are ready to start it, and I will finish Bird Nerd and we'll have a new start together. So it was quite a long update. So this was all my stitching and books, and please let me know what you think about the book section, because like I said, it's a really big part of me, so I will continue sharing it, but I want to share it in a way that's fun for you as well. And for the giveaway winner, please contact me, and I don't know when I will be back. It's depending on my mental health, my mood, the situation, a lot of things. So I will try and be back at the end or somewhere halfway next month, so in a week or 4 to 6, whatever. I really enjoy filming, so I want to continue doing it, but not on a really planned or scheduled way. So I want to wish everyone a beautiful spring, or are you getting into fall in the other side of the hemisphere? Yeah, I want to wish you a lot of fun stitching or crafting or doing something you love, and being safe and healthy, and take care of yourself. And I will see you next time. Bye bye.